I have series of works that are not part of like my studio practice exactly, but I'm so interested in these participatory works that I still put a lot of time and energy into them. And one is called Memory Collage. And I just did a big memory collage activation in the Lower East Side and am installing in about a month in the Lower East Side. But it's something that I started in around maybe 2008 with, I went to Australia to, my mom was getting a kidney transplant. And so I had a show coming up, but I was organizing her slides while taking care of her. She had, I used to organize to deal with stress, which I wish I still did. I was like, really, you're like, I'll just clean out the filing cabinet. So I was going through these slides of hers, and they were stored in a humid closet, terrible conditions, some in sleeves, some not in sleeves. And I realized, wow, these are the most beautiful images I've seen in so long. And what made them beautiful was like how they had withstood mildew and like peeling, and just the cardboard sleeves from the 80s and 70s, like the little pieces coming in on like the plastic sleeves we have now. And when you're in school, you hear, well, nothing's archival except Fujichrome and Kodachrome. But the truth is, everything's changing with time. It just depends. Also, the rate of change depends on how it's treated. And
Yes.
what made these images so beautiful was how they were damaged. And so I ended up for that show, it's called Spring, and it was in the spring. And I chose images of her at the same age that I was at that point. And I rewore the skirt she had on, and then I remade the top. And the skirt was over 100 years old, and it was silk. So little pieces of the silk were kind of like dust in the gallery during it. And I invited everyone to bring in their own memorabilia. And we live collaging, video collaging with the memorabilia in two different ways. I could talk about it forever. I won't. But now this one in the Lower East Side, it was open to the community through an organization called ArtBridge. And on buildings that are part of New York City Housing Authority, we're going to be printing these collages with people's memorabilia from their lives. So it's building community together through coming together and sharing their stories about their objects, and then us collaging, and then bringing it back to the studio and collaging in different ways. And when people enter their building for the next X years, they'll always be seeing these images of their neighbors' memories, right? That because I'm interested in why objects, right? Like why bother making them? Why bother keeping them?